This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
iFIBER 1 News got the rare opportunity to do a little storm chasing on Wednesday evening after the National Weather Service issued a forecast which was ripe for the possibility of heavy thunderstorms in eastern Washington.
Flash flooding from Wenatchee's outskirts all the way to downtown, closed city intersections and country roads, and even swamped some businesses on Thursday. It's time once again for counties and municipalities to remind their residents about their rules restricting fireworks.
The Quincy Public Market has its doors open and a lot of local businesses are already selling wares, but not all of them.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
iFIBER 1 News got the rare opportunity to do a little storm chasing on Wednesday evening after the National Weather Service issued a forecast which was ripe for the possibility of heavy thunderstorms in eastern Washington. In the late afternoon, we stationed on the south side of Moses Lake and kept an eye on regional radar imaging until spotting a large cluster of cells heading north across the Oregon border in our direction, and that's when we decided the chase was on. We headed south on State Route 17 and positioned ourselves on the squall's northeast flank, pulling over by a farmer's field in Warden to watch the approaching chaos boil and churn while it dazzled us with numerous cloud-to-ground lightning strikes. From there, we continued south on SR 17, punching through the storm's rain bands to experience the deluge within. The heavy downpours slowed traffic on the highway and even had some folks pulling over to ride them out. By the time we reached Othello, the thunderstorm's most intense activity had already passed, but its impacts on the city's streets there were obvious, since many of the cars driving in town looked more like boats as they plowed through some intersections which were inundated with up to a foot of floodwaters. Jumping back in our chase vehicle, we did an about-face and returned to Moses Lake, where the storm's gusty winds were busy tearing through town, stripping large branches off many trees and even toppling one completely over and onto a residence. The storm knocked out power to around 800 residents and sparked as many as a half-dozen spot fires in and around Moses Lake before offering area residents and our chase team a tiny window of glowing sunset through its dark clouds as it de-intensified and moved off to the north in the form of simple rain showers. Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination, from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Flash flooding from Wenatchee's outskirts all the way to downtown, closed city intersections and country roads, and even swamped some businesses on Thursday. The flood event commenced about 1 p.m. as residents high on No. 2 Canyon Road reported the roadway was overtopped, and Chelan County Public Works rushed to close down the route. Soon the effects were felt downhill, lifting manhole covers from Wenatchee's sewer drains and forcing police to close down a lane of traffic on Wenatchee Avenue at Miller Street. In downtown, shop owners along the Ave set up makeshift barriers while the storm was on and began swabbing out their inundated floors once it was done, about 2:30 p.m. Worthen Street, the lowest street in Wenatchee next to the Columbia River, was the site of a 2-foot-deep pool that clogged traffic south of iFIBER's Public Market and marooned drivers in a nearby office complex. There was no early rainfall estimate available from Pangbourne Airport, but measurements at stations around Wenatchee varied from 0.6 to 0.9 inches on Thursday. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
It's time once again for counties and municipalities to remind their residents about their rules restricting fireworks. Throughout the Wenatchee Valley, there are few places you can legally enjoy 4th of July fireworks, except at your local professional display, like the one held yearly at Walla Walla Point Park in Wenatchee. Other than that, fireworks are banned in the city of Wenatchee and in Chelan and Douglas counties generally. However, East Wenatchee and Rock Island do allow the discharge of safe and sane fireworks during certain hours from July 1st through 4th. The town of Waterville allows them starting June 28th. The issue for most NCW communities is wildfires, which can be easily sparked by a stray bottle rocket in the dry summer months. Chelan County has had a complete fireworks ban in place since 2016, and Douglas County only allows them around New Year's Eve. And there's reason to be leery of fireworks injuries, too. Last year, Washington saw 209 injuries. Fireworks were the cause of 92 fires, 71 of which occurred in wildlands or brush. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
The Quincy Public Market has its doors open and a lot of local businesses are already selling wares, but not all of them. The main attraction, Jack's Restaurant, is near opening with no official opening day yet. The owners of the market, Larry and Janet Jones, hope it'll be open within the next couple of weeks. That's one aspect of the market the Joneses are looking forward to, as they plan to brew their own beer right there in the market. The brewery is also unfinished and aims to be up in 3 to 4 weeks. An in-house brewed draft beer will be on tap about 3 weeks after the brewery is finished. There's plenty to see in the market even with the restaurant being unfinished. One local business that's already open and doing well is Pink Oven Bakery. Owners Jared and Tanya Rollins say that they make everything from scratch in their kitchen down to the caramel in their cupcakes. Pink Oven isn't the only local business that's enjoying the market, with Barb's Place finding a home there, as well as local wine tasting and a fresh market. The Quincy Public Market is located at 1004 F Street in Quincy on the west side of town. iFIBER 1 News will report the opening day for Jack's Restaurant when a solid opening day is available. I'm Adam Chikoski for iFIBER 1 News.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at ifiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.